A little bit of natural light for a change. That's good. Sunlight! Hello, internet people. Napyet here. I am going to talk today about things that I have been doing, and some of them relate to YouTube. In fact, most of them relate to YouTube. I have been bringing a long-running Skyrim series to an end. That has been something that I started doing. It started picking up views last year in about April time. So I've been doing that for 12 months, and I thought, oh, time for that to come to an end. And also there are some technical things that I needed to do. For instance, that game has been going on a while, and I started that without really a plan. And as people have been feeding back and giving me ideas for the series and stuff, I've added and subtracted mods. The special edition has been released in the meantime. The mod thing was really tanking that game. When you add and remove mods in the middle of a game, it's not a good idea. I thought, oh, my PC is completely rubbish, even though I bought a new graphics card and I can't record at 60 FPS. Turns out I can record at 60 FPS. Technical bullshit here, but it was that Skyrim game that couldn't do it because of all the mods, and I think it had just become all bitty and horrible. I can record fine in the special edition at 60 FPS. It's no problem. So I really wanted to get like main Skyrim series that I'm doing up to that level. So it's good. And I can always return to Nap. I think him being in the jail at the end, as he was at the end of series 3, kind of works, and it'd be nice to come back to him later. And as I was talking to a subscriber, hi Mick, we were talking about how maybe we could bring him back, and he would have lost some skills, forgotten something, bring him back in the special edition, and he's been in that cave in that jail for ages, and he's kind of been decrepitude, and he's ended up being, forgetting some of the things. So we can always come back to him. The character is still there. So yeah, I might do at some point. I've got a load of notes that where are they? Oh yeah. It's what order to do this stuff in, isn't it? So that's meant that things are changing on YouTube, on my YouTube channel, and some new things. I'm doing a new series, which I put up a poll for, and people have voted. The vote is now in, and the Dark Elf Illusionist has won for the next series, and that series is going to be a little bit different. I'm experimenting a little bit, and I wanted to talk about that. I tried to do a video every Wednesday and Saturday, and I've picked a time, which is 6 p.m. for me here in the UK, 6 p.m. GMT, which I believe is 12 p.m. 12 midday, 12 Central Time US. That's where most of the people who watch me are in the US. So I try to do 2 videos a day, a week on those days, and then try and do other videos in between, so people are kind of guaranteed that at that time and place. But I have been doing some experimentation, and I wanted to apologize for that. I think I stop saying I think what happens is people come along and very nicely they say, oh, I enjoyed that video, you deserve more subs. And it's one of those comments that you get a little bit, and people have been trying to be nice. I understand they're trying to be nice, but it kind of gets under your skin a little bit, because you start to think, yeah, you know what, I do deserve subs. Why don't I have more subs? And you start to look at the back end of YouTube and the ins and outs of it, and you start to obsess about little things like scheduling, and when I post things, maybe I can post things at different times. So I was kind of experimenting with that a little bit and got a little bit distracted. That's never really good. I don't like to focus too much on that. I would really like to just focus on making fun videos and making it fun for myself. And looking at Angry Joe's video yesterday, talking about his situation and how he's been doing YouTube for 9 years, and at the stage that he's at now, I'll put a link to the video. It's really, I don't know why I'm looking around here like the link is going to appear in reality, but it's very interesting. He's had a lot of backlash because he's not doing stuff at certain times, and some of his kind of subscribers are taking issue with that, and it sounds horrible, that situation, and it really makes you think, how much do you really want to get exposure for what you're doing if it, someone who is successful like Angry Joe is in that situation where he's obviously just feels embattled and besieged by people, and he's not able to do what he finds enjoyable. So by midweek this week, I got back to there, and I realized that I just go back to enjoying yourself with these videos, because that's the whole point of it. As you can see, I've done a little bit of trying to do what I can. You can always make a little bit of an effort, even if you haven't got a ton of money to buy equipment and stuff, like to make things sound a little bit better. I bought this stuff, which is like the foam that you use to reflect sound. So if you're in a really echoey room, even if you've got a good microphone, if you're in a room that is got lots of flat surfaces and stuff, it bounces the sound around and your voice sounds a little bit rubbish. So I tried to do that, and I with my money from my day job, I bought a pair of headphones so that I could actually, a little bit more than I would usually spend, but I was finding that you really need to hear accurately what you're producing when you're editing. And so I did some research, and I got some headphones that are not the top end, but not the low end, which I was buying. I got something in the middle that was recommended by a few people, and since then it's like, wow, that's made a massive difference. I hope you'll see the difference. I can actually hear when I do little nuanced sounds and things. So it's all YouTubey. I am thinking about ways to do these vlogs where I talk about other stuff other than YouTube updates, but at the minute my focus is the gameplay videos, but making progress, slowly clawing our way towards 1,000 subs, and that is great. I'm really happy with that. Thank you all for coming along with me and helping me along, feedback and support, and gradually people have, who are just starting out on YouTube have said, how do I start and stuff, and I feel like I'm just starting, so I can't offer much advice, but I did want to do a shout out for someone who came along called Rendora. She is an avid Skyrim fan, like a lot of you are, and like I am, and I've been really impressed with her videos, and I wanted to do a shout out for her. And I think it's an opportunity to help someone when they've just really starting on YouTube. I could help by doing a shout out, and you could maybe help by checking out her channel. Like I say, she's only just started. She's really finding her feet with it, but you can tell the enthusiasm comes through. She does role play like I'm doing with Napcheat. So, she tries to do the voice of the characters that she's playing, and I really appreciate that. And she's actually really good at it. I think she's, I'm not sure exactly where she's from in the US, but her British accent is really good. It's like, I thought she was British until I heard some of her streams. So yeah, if you get a chance, check out Rendora. Go over there and show her some love and some support, because it's not easy when you're starting on YouTube. And if we can help someone like Rendora, that'd be cool as a community. All right, so I have recorded the new series Permafrost of Skyrim this week, and I got my new headphones and I got my new flipping pads and everything, and I thought, wow, this is it. I am really going to throw myself into this. Though when I started the other one, I didn't have a clue what I was doing. Now I slightly have a bit more of a clue. I'm going to do this great. And as always happens, it was a complete shitstorm. Everything went wrong. The mods messed up. I put the wrong mods in. I had to backtrack. Problems all the way. I was not doing it very well. I was feeling the pressure. This has got to be really good. And it was horrible. But then I think you build it up too much in your mind. And then by midweek, I was kind of like into it, and I hope it's turned out really well. It's coming out tomorrow, and I hope you'll stick around for that. So that's the Skyrim Saturday video. All right, so thank you for joining me for this, and I will see you soon. I've got to find some other kinds of gameplay. So stick around. If you see other games coming up, I enjoy Skyrim, but there are many games coming up that I'm looking forward to that I want to play. So if you're not interested in those, that's absolutely fine. But I'll always be doing Skyrim. But I hope you'll watch some of those other videos. There's some great ones coming up. I want to play the expansion for XCOM. I want to play Battlefront 2. I want to play the new South Park game. I want to play a bit further out in the future Anthem. I might play a bit of Destiny 2. I'm going to start doing more games, I think, on the channel. So hopefully you'll stick around for them. And I will see you when I see you. Nap out of the video. It's ended. No.